what's the meaning of Aarakshan?
We'll let our Hindi teacher explain that. Please explain what Aarakshan means.
Yeah.
Aarakshan means reservation. Yay!
Why the need to take big commercial stars like Amitabh Bachchan and Deepika Padukone?
They have bigger issues.
I'm not big. The other two are.
Abhishek and with Mr. Bachchan. Yeah, what are the differences and
God,
similarities?
सोच समझ के जवाब दीजिए. Madam.
Have you put me in the spot?
Are you a tough taskmaster, very difficult to deal with? You scream and shout on the set? Have you ever had to make a reservation at a restaurant when you're having dinner, for example?
course,
You know,
every
like, for example, if you're having dinner with Siddharth Malia or, you still need to make a
It
reservation.
doesn't matter with whom. I still reserve a table before.
Hi, this is Omar Qureshi, and I'm sitting with the intense Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, the beautiful Deepika Padukone, and Prakash Jha, who's known for his intense movies. So we will figure out whether this conversation is going to be beautiful or intense. Let's proceed to talk about Aarakshan.
Well,
Yeah.
Hey, why
The
are you
beauty
calling me
between the
intense?
intense.
I'm such a normal guy.
I know, but normal guys can be intense.
No, we are put in intense situations, but
because of the beauty in between.
absolutely.
Okay. The beauty puts you in intense situations.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, we'll come back to that topic, but what's the meaning of Aarakshan? It's like a difficult Hindi word, for the... In a time when everyone's using very big English words like love aajkal,
Okay, fine. We'll let our Hindi teacher explain that. Please explain what Aarakshan means.
Yeah.
Aarakshan means reservation. Yay!
Absolutely.
Okay, reservation as in what? Booking a compartment, a berth in...
Also?
Any kind of reservation.
Okay.
Whether it's socially, politically, in-
Or a railway berth.
yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. In our film, it means reservation of seats in higher education.
What was your immediate reaction on being offered the movie? Because you've not done a movie with Mr. Jha before this.
I've always admired his work and was looking for an opportunity to work with him. This is something that we've been talking for the last, 7 years almost?
This subject.
This subject.
7 years?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So we've been meeting on and off and talking about the subject, and then finally
It came out.
everything worked, and here we are.
So you had this subject for 7 years and you
No, much longer.
Yeah,
In
much
fact,
longer,
I have been dreaming of working with sir for a long time, and we kept talking whenever we met. But I wanted to have a character, have a subject which only he could do.
Okay.
That was the whole idea.
Basically, you worked around a character, but then how did everyone else fall into place? I mean, Deepika and the rest of them.
No, the story had a principal character which, which was crucial. But there were other characters who were as crucial as this character, which was there. So the rest of the casting happened after I finished Rajniti.
Yeah.
This casting happened 7 years ago.
Not bad. 7 years ago, how old were you, Deepika?
minus 25 minus
18.
18.
Okay. Mr. Bachchan, you've consciously kept away from politics, So somebody whose last movie was called Rajniti, like you would want to jump at the subject right away at his next
Yeah,
subject.
that's got nothing to do with my political beliefs or my likes or dislikes for a political party or a movement.
Yeah.
But doing a film, which is a professional activity, there's no harm in that.
Okay. Would you like to shed some light on the kind of characters you're playing or the kind of movie this is? Because it seems to be something completely different from what we've seen before.
Who's going to talk? Me?
All of you?
Well, as Prakash Ji was saying, this is a film called Aarakshan, which means reservation. Reservation in jobs and education. Primarily, this is really a film, Aarakshan is an element of the film, but it's more to do with the commercialization of the educational system in the country. Education has become a very sensitive topic. How to get admission of your children, of students, how to provide them education. Everyone wants that education should become compulsory. It is becoming mandatory now, according to law almost. But what is the process, how an individual is going to get into a university, a college, a school? And there are several problems. There's the problem of capitation fees, there's the problem of coaching institutes, there's the problem of caste divide, percentages, Yeah, but that's capitation. When the country achieved its independence in 1947, according to the Constitution, there was what, 22%?
22.5%.
22.5%. Subsequently, that was raised to 47%.
49.5%.
And now it is resting at 49.5%. So that's almost 50% of reservation. What the film really addresses is it doesn't want to take or has not taken any particular side, but it does value the importance of those who are not really underprivileged, but who do not have the means or the facility to even get basic education. So whereas I play a very erudite and a very principled, head of an institution, and as you know, in private institutions, there is no reservation. So those that are able to pay the fees will get admission to this college. But because he cares for those who are underprivileged and who do not have the proper means, he does conduct classes in his own backyard where caste and creed has no value. You know, the higher caste will be sitting with the lower caste. Indeed, the person who is teaching there is a Dalit, and that's the role being played by Seth. And he teaches them free of cost because he feels that given an opportunity, every individual then should be judged on their merit and move on in life. There is the whole issue about coaching institutes where perhaps you are not aware, excuse me, it is a 40,000 crore industry, coaching institutes, where students pay very high fees and who can afford it go there just to get the education because they are guaranteed a certain limit of merit and then they get on to their jobs. But the other thing that's happening is that the good professors and the learned professors from recognized universities are being lured to these coaching institutes because they're being paid more. And therefore the educational system of the more recognized universities is going down.
Mr. Bachchan, you've consciously kept away from politics, you know. So somebody whose last movie was called Rajniti, like you would want to jump at the subject right away at his next subject.
That's got nothing to do with my political beliefs or my likes or dislikes for a political party or a movement.
Yeah.
But doing a film, which is a professional activity, there's no harm in that.
Dealt with issue-based, movies, issue-based subjects. But why the need to take big commercial stars like Amitabh Bachchan and Deepika Padukone?
They have bigger issues.
I'm not big. The other two are.
No, you're being modest again.
I just do it because the role
Omar,
is big.
they have bigger issues, so they complement my subjects. Big stars, big stars.
No, the fact is that it did work for you in Rajniti when you had a big multi-star cast movie, and now you once again have a very, very big star cast, with two of the best.
Consciously, Omar, you are addressing a reservation issue here.
Yes, I am actually. Yes. You work with Abhishek and with Mr. Bachchan. What are the differences and similarities?
This is a tough one.
Tough.
सोच समझ के जवाब दीजिएगा, मैडम.
Have you put me in the spot?
Whatever you want to say, you please say it very honestly and frankly. Just be the daughter that you have been to me in the film. And speak out your mind. Like you fired me in the film.
He's the best.
Yeah,
There you go.
he's the best. You said that to Abhishek also.
Yeah.
Yeah, very diplomatic.
When did I say he's the best? You never asked me this. How would I say it? No, I think they both they both have the same energy on set.
Really? I would never have known.
Now I'm not saying anything.
And the sense of humor. And the sense of humor.
I think I'd give Amit more points for that.
Super.
Abhishek's very
Hello,
distracting.
Abhishek. I hope you're listening.
No, Abhishek is very distracting because he'll say something just before a shot and he'll get everyone laughing.
Yeah.
And then he's suddenly into the moment and then we're all distracted. But I think they're both fun to work with.
Okay. You got a great response to Buddha Hoga Tera Baap, and that movie did extremely well. Also, what was your feedback? What is the feedback that you get?
Yeah, everyone felt that the title was apt.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
But tell me, the controversies that followed on Twitter, the little war with Madhur, did that mar your celebrations a little bit?
War with who?
Madhur, that whole bit that happened.
Madhur Bhandarkar?
Yeah.
I know nothing about it.
You know nothing about
That's between him and UTV.
UTV.
I don't interfere.
Okay, but congratulations on going to become a grand pass.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. Mr. Jha, tell me, did you have a tough time dealing with somebody of that caliber? Yeah. Because when you have, most makers are in awe of personalities who are that big.
No, it's the reverse. We are in awe of Mr. Prakash Jha. And please, if you are a dutiful daughter of mine, kindly support me in this statement.
Absolutely fine.
Don't you think that, we were all in awe, we were punctuality, right on time, got our lines ready. Otherwise, he's a very strict disciplinarian. And there are several words that he uses on set which are
Unparliamentary.
no, not really unparliamentary, disciplinary in their
Austere, strict.
Yeah, very austere, very strict, and
She loved one of them.
somewhat elaborate at times, but mostly sort of conditional.
Comprehensible.
Yeah, but luckily, we were so well behaved that we didn't have to bear this barrage.
See, the
that
thing is,
I want to simplify what he just said.
no, I tell you. No, thing
One
is that
word sums it up.
one word.
Strict.
Yeah, strict. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
Are you a tough taskmaster, very difficult to deal with? You scream and shout on the set? That's the talk about you.
There's only one chap who is silent while the other two are laughing. So, there has to be some truth in the matter.
It's helped your movie a lot because Mr. Bachchan is so tech savvy. He's completely, he's a big blogger. He's big on Twitter, So your movie got a little extra platform for promotion, also because he spoke a lot about the film.
But that's, I mean, you can't put the onus on the Twitter and the blog.
Yeah.
I think it's wrong to say that because I believe Aarakshan itself is such a potent and strong subject on its own that everyone wants to talk about it.
But it does kind of like, matter when we are all involved and he is, involved with whatever he is doing every day, and he uses the mediums to communicate with his, fans and people, and sort of like, media picks it up. So it helps. Now, whatever he does, he will use those mediums, and of course, it might.
A lot of people are comparing your forthcoming, performance in Aarakshan to Katrina's bit in Rajniti. So, tough task to follow, is it?
I don't think it's the same role.
I think the
role,
films
but-
are completely
but-
different.
Yeah,
I
totally.
think the roles are
Expectations-
completely different.
Completely different. I mean, Katrina did the best that she could in Rajniti. She worked very hard for it, and she lived up to my expectation. But Deepika didn't work any less. She was into it, and she breezed through the character, and she made it look very simple to me, which is what is most important. She has a tremendous presence, and she's done the character so beautifully that it comes alive. It is like, whatever people have seen, they have come out like, remarking, especially the first name that comes to them.
We would expect that from
how
Deepika.
well
She
Deepika
is
has
one of the
done.
best.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to make a reservation at a restaurant when you're having dinner, for example?
course, every time.
Every time we do.
Every time.
All of us.
No, I don't think she has to. She just,
I just said, of course, every time.
like, for example, if you're having dinner with Siddharth Malia, or,
It doesn't
You still
matter
need to make a
where,
reservation.
It doesn't matter with whom. I still reserve a table before
okay.
I walk into a restaurant.
Yeah. And you still have to do that?
Yeah,
Or you just,
absolutely.
Yeah. I wouldn't think you would.
No, why? I mean, if there's no table,
If there's no table, what can you do? You can't make people get up and
Yeah, there are
go.
times when I've been to a restaurant and,
Yeah,
they
no
said,
table.
there's no reservation, so we've had to come back.
Yeah, and will your advent into your passion for cinema interrupt your passion for politics, which you wanted to get into in a big way?
I never wanted to get into politics. I only wanted the job of the member of parliament, for which I tried a couple of times. मैंने भी आवेदन दिया, public को उसने reject कर दिया. That was the whole idea. I've never endorsed any political ideology or been on any political party's platform. That was not the idea. The idea was to do a good job.
Okay.
And I had designated a certain period of my life, and that period is now over. So for me, either electoral politics or any position in the parliament is completely out of the question. It's done with.
Yeah. Two very popular stars, Amitabh Bachchan, Deepika Padukone, extremely commercial.
And Saif.
And Saif. No, I'm just
And
talking about the
Manoj.
two of you.
And
here,
Pratik. And several others.
Yeah. They're constantly in
I'm
the
determined
news.
to stop you from asking this question.
Constantly in the news.
Yeah.
Constantly in the eye of gossip and media. For various reasons. Does it help your movie in any way? Does it help? Does it give it a platform
Well,
of film?
I hope it does. I mean, anything that helped my movie is fine.
Yeah.
It's just,
So you're happy with that?
absolutely, why not?
So she should have more dinners out.
More dinners.
I missed having dinner with you, Omar.
I know. You didn't ask me. Yeah.
You didn't tell me. A guy asks a girl out.
Every time now what happens that whenever they want to go for dinner, we will do an Aarakshan for the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take the responsibility. Anytime you want to go for dinner, just let me know.
Of
I'll do an
course.
Aarakshan for your table.
Your point of view, Mr. Bachchan?
She should ask her father whether she's allowed to go out or not. I mean, screen father, of course.
Very well said, and looking
Would you
forward to
allow me
the.
to go out with him for dinner?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
How about asking me out for dinner?
Sure, it will be my pleasure, darling. Yeah, thank you so much. All the best.
Thank
All
you.
the best
Thank you,
for
Omar.
looking
Always a
forward to
pleasure and a
movie.
great joy.
Always a
Pleasure talking to you,
Thank
Omar.
you.
Thank
Pleasure.
you.
Thank you.